What's going on, fight fans? This is Capital Combat. The name says it all. I'm Rob Jarrell, and as you probably have heard, and if you looked at the title, we finally got the rematch. Apparently, 2017 is all about big fights and big rematches. So, what is it? June 17th is going down. Andre Son of God Ward will be rematching Sergey Crusher Kovalev in a light heavyweight matchup. Again, it was a rematch that was dictated and outlined in the contract after their fight last year. And it's about damn time because they've been going back and forth. Social media, Kathy Duva, Rock Nation. Putting the matches between these two guys on HBO is a pain in the ass for everyone involved. But it's getting done. We had a close match. Could have been a draw. A lot of people saw it to Kovalev. A lot of people saw it to Ward. I believe it could have went either way. Saw it Hakeem, but we saw the little things that Ward did, but we also saw the things that Sergey Kovalev did. So let's do it again. We're objective about it. This has nothing to do with the internet trolls, the boxing trolls, wherever you're from, blah, blah, blah. Let these two guys fight it out. It's going to be, I think, a tactical affair. I don't think it's going to have as much action unless Sergey Kovalev decides that he wants to push the action again for 12 rounds, if he's able to, because he's going to go for the knockout. He's been calling Andre Ward son of judges. So what is Sergey Kovalev going to do? Take it out of the judges' hands. What's Andre Ward going to do? I think he makes some different adjustments. Not get hit with that shot anymore, because that was a great shot. At a lot of places, Andre Ward was just simply outboxed. And you can't be outboxed for a guy who hits like a Mack truck like Sergey Kovalev can. For Sergey Kovalev, I think he works on his inside fighting to try to nullify what Andre Ward wants to do on the inside and try to keep him at the end of that long jab and crushing right hand. On the undercard, we have Guillermo Rigondeaux. We got El Chacal versus Moises Flores. That's his mandatory. Pretty good fighter. Deserves it. But hopefully, El Chacal will look impressive. Not that he hasn't looked impressive before, but he looks impressive enough and just takes out Flores with a huge knockout. Because apparently, he's been jaw-jacking people. Breaking jaws left and right. And I don't care what you say. You may think he's boring, but with his ability and he's breaking jaws, and people overlook that completely. Oh, he's boring. He's not this fighter. He's not that fighter. Yeah, screw that. If he's breaking people's jaws, he's that kind of fighter. And I don't think anyone wants it with this Cuban standout. But he has to make it exciting enough and interesting enough on the undercard, co-main event, however you want to say it, to get him a big money fight versus guys in the, I want to say 118-pound division, maybe 122. Got my other computer right here. Let's see where he is at. I believe he is at super bantamweight. Yep. 122. Yeah. So, and there's guys at 122. You got a Jesse Magdaleno. You got a Ray Vargas. So, it's people at that weight. And he can move up to 126 and challenge. He could go to the featherweight, and we know the big fights there are Abner Mares, Leo Santa Cruz, Bert. I'm thinking Bert Schultz. I don't think. Oh yeah, Gary Russell Jr., Lee Selby, Oscar Valdez, the Jackal, Carl Frampton. That's where the money is, and that's where the competition is. And if he knocks this guy Flores out at 122, I say he goes up or he meets at a catch weight against any guy at 126, and they go at it. And he's willing to fight him, but for those that manage the Cuban fighters, and I hate to say this because I think they're all great, they're mismanaged and at times mispromoted. You have the Lara, you have the Ortizes, you have You have the Sullivan Barreras. You have my man Rigondeaux. So I think at times they're a little bit mismanaged and they ask either too much money or the negotiation doesn't go as well. But that's neither here nor there. They're more of the more talented fighters in boxing today, but they're not always the most exciting. But at this point, I would like to see two things. I would like to see a stronger undercard. We know Usyk is getting ready to fight, I believe, this weekend versus on the Lomachenko undercard. I think Gvozdyk is fighting as well. I would like to see a much better undercard. And if we look at the main event stable, because right now, Roc Nation, unless Cotto wants to be on that undercard, the money's just not there for him. They want to put it on there, but I would like to see a stronger undercard. I mean, main events has besides Kovalev, they have Stevens who just fought. They've got Barrera who's scheduled to fight. They've got not a whole lot of people, to be honest. I would say put Carl Dargan on there because he's a good fighter. I think he could be exciting. And that's all I see right now. They could go to Top Rank, get some mid-tier or up-and-coming guys, put them on pay-per-view. They had Maurice Hooker on the last one. He got a gift decision. His opponent got jobbed. I don't want to see that again. So just moving on from there. The second thing I would like to see is much better promotion. It's not at the T-Mobile Arena, which is a great arena, but they put it in the smaller Mandalay Bay so they don't have to give away so many tickets. And they can fill it up. But if it's going to be pay-per-view, you got to have great promotion. These guys are already talking crap. They're great shit talkers. They're on social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. But I would like to see more in person, put them out there. And that's on both sides. That's with Sergey Kovalev and it's with Andre Ward. Andre Ward needs to be in front of the Oakland Athletics. He needs to be in front of promotion with Golden State Warriors, San Francisco Giants, anyone in the Bay Area or California. Sergey Kovalev needs to be out there. I think he's training in Big Bear. If he's training in Big Bear, put him out there. They could do that all up and down California. They could do that all in Vegas. They could do that on the East Coast where there's a larger Russian population. But they need to get these guys out there on an actual tour. Andre Ward's kind of going to have to suck it up and sell this if he not only wants the respect, but if he wants the money. And Main Events has to push it. Roc Nation has to push it. I don't care if you have to bring Andre Ward to the Roc Nation concerts with Jay-Z and Beyonce. Just bring him out there. He's already sponsored by Jordan. Bring him out to any Jordan brand opening, release of a new shoe, something to sell the fight, because I'm buying the fight, Hakeem's going to buy the fight, or we'll both watch the fight, but something. And this is what you need to promote this fight, because a lot of boxing diehards want to see it, but you got to get out there to the general audience. So I want to see a better undercard, and I would love to see better promotion from both sides. That's Main Events and Roc Nation. That's all I have for you today. We're not going to break down. We're not going to break down the fight yet. Look for it in May. We have 3 videos that broke down the first fight. Check those out. Look at it again. Determine if they were spot on, if they should do it again in the second fight, or what adjustments that they need made. Hit us up in the comments. All social media, we're on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, Instagram. Of course, email us at capitalcombat@gmail.com. Put it in the comments below. And until next time.
Russia, this is round 1 and you've already lost. They don't seem to see that everything we